Alright guys, I want to talk for a little bit about my new iPhone 5. Now, as everyone on here knows, I'm not a phone reviewer, but there are several people that watch my gun reviews and knife reviews and watch, videos of my dogs that may be looking into these certain phones and they would trust my opinion, on the matter. That's why I will go ahead and step out and do a phone review. And, phones aren't what I'm into. There's going to be tons of things on these phones that I don't know about, but like I said, my opinion can help some of these guys that's been watching me for 4 years, and trust me when I tell them something. Okay, here's what I had previously been carrying. This is the Samsung Infuse, and while it is the outer box case that makes it a little bit bulkier, I always found this just to be too big and cumbersome to put in the pocket, and I found that I could not use it without the case because the phone is so slippery, it's like glass. So basically, if I set this phone on my passenger car seat because I was waiting for a call, one turn and this thing would literally fly off the seat like somebody threw it and slam into the passenger door and fall down on the floor. So this rubberized backing helped it from being so slippery whenever you sat it anywhere, but just did not ever care for the glass-like back finish of that. Okay, so here, just about a week ago, I upgraded to the iPhone 5. Love the screen graphics. I can't remember the exact megapixel, guys. Like I said, I'm not an expert on any of these phones, and I'm not even a phone guy. I just use them, and I want to give my opinion. But I know they upgraded the pixels and the clarity of the screen, and it definitely shows. Let me see if I can get you a pic of the background that I have here. I have the water droplets, and I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so far, that's really not the most important thing, though, the phone. Let's talk about the carrier, Verizon. I have always been a big fan of Verizon service. As far as I'm concerned, until anybody can prove to me otherwise, Verizon has the best service coverage in the United States. This was AT&T. I'm in the middle of the city, and there are 2 to 3 spots in my own house where people simply could not hear me on this phone. They said it sounded like I was way far away from it, or I was in a tunnel, and they would always have to ask, what did I say? And one of the places that this happened in was my main sitting room. So one of the main reasons for me getting rid of AT&T and this phone and their service was because one of the main places that I sit in the house, people could not hear me until I moved. And I said, you know what? I'm in the middle of a city. That's crap right there to have to deal with that. First test with this phone, same place that this one cuts out. I did everything I did everything possible in that area while talking to 2 different people, and both times confirmed that the phone had never ever lost any quality of call. The speakerphone sounds much better than the Samsung Infuse. I do like this sleek, slim design with square edges. I'm going to turn off the camera because I want to show you something with a Samsung Infuse that I never liked, and that way it'll help me to better explain. Okay guys, this is Samsung Infuse with the outer box case taken off, and one thing that I never could figure out about the way they designed this phone, and it's bothered me the whole time I've owned it, is not only is the phone very slick on all the other surfaces without a case, but it tapers at the edges. It's not square. I can't tell you how many times I've dropped this phone while in a call. Because see right there, it just almost slipped out of my hand. Because the edge is tapered like this to a thin edge. Yeah, it tapers to an edge instead of being square. So, back to this. This has a flat square edge, and yes, it's not real grippy, but I have bought a remedy for that I'm going to show you here in a minute. And let me show you a little comparison of the two screens, just to give you an idea of how good the iPhone 5 screen resolution is. Let me see here. I'm going to go into a wallpaper here, and I will go into, let me see, something similar to what I have on this phone. Okay, first we'll start with the beach scene here. And two different water scenes on each phone. And let me get the glare out of there. And you can see the difference in clarity on the iPhone 5. I don't know why this one keeps shutting off so quick. I know the battery's low, but you can see the difference in clarity on the iPhone 5. Let me show you a couple other things. I don't know how good this is going to show up on camera, but I'm sure you guys are getting the idea. And we'll go with this, show you this piece of wood here. And like I said, obviously, if you compare the screen resolutions of both, you can see that the iPhone 5 blows the Samsung Infuse away. So, this was my old piece, and I'm much happier now with this one. I like the overall size and the shape, the weight, very light. I hardly feel this in the pocket at all. When I have this in my pocket with my wallet, I keep them in the same pocket, and I don't even feel this when it's in my pocket. With this thing with the OtterBox case on it, it was very bulky. I always was aware of it being there in my pocket. So definitely a good upgrade. And I'm going to show you guys the case I got for it now. You might, I don't know, there's a ton of them out there, guys. I wanted the screen open because I didn't want anything that hindered the resolution of the screen. This OtterBox thing always changed what the screen looked like. This plastic piece that goes over the screen, it always changed how good the screen looked. And I don't want to do that. You know, you pay a lot of money for these phones. You want to get the most use out of it you can. So what I opted for was the Belkin protector, and I have been using this. I took it off for the video. And what it is it's got rubberized sides that are more grippy. And then on the back panel, it's got protection for the back of the phone, which is very easily, a lot of times, to get scratched because you lay your phone down like this on a lot of surfaces. Then it has an open hole for the camera. That way it lets your camera have full view of whatever it's looking at without being interrupted. I'll put this on and get right back with you. Okay guys, now I have the iPhone here with the Belkin case on it. No protection over the front screen, but the sides have a rubberized coating now, which is much more easy to grip. And the back is fully protected against anything. As you can see, I've had this phone for a week, and you can see a lot of scratches on this plastic that's protecting the inside there. Then where your camera is, that hole is open. Now, what I've been told, I don't know all the ins and outs of this, but from what I've seen online, and this was a commercial from Apple, they claim that the camera is 3 times more scratch resistant than any of the other cameras in the other iPhones that's been out so far. Something they put over the lens that makes this 3 times more scratch resistant than the other models of iPhone from before. Now, I'm very pleased about that, if that is in fact true, that is what it is. As you can see, there's the Belkin name right there. Call quality is great. You got the speakers on the bottom, or I believe those are the speakers right there on the bottom. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. And you know, you have your volume up and down button on the side, the switch to go from vibrate to regular on the phone. And I'm going to tell you guys something. One of the most amazing features that I've found about this iPhone 5 that I love so much, and that is how good of pictures this thing takes. This is the only phone that I've ever used that takes pictures that are comparable to my dedicated Sony CyberShot camera that takes pictures. I would say that this thing is pretty much neck and neck with my Sony CyberShot 12 megapixel camera. Has a flash on there and everything, so you're going to be able to get that brightness for your picture. Let me give you guys an example of a picture that this thing took. And here's a good one. This is me and my fiance. And I will, just give me time, guys. I will give you guys a video and updates on this and me and her, and let you know all about that. But that was me and my fiance at her house. And as you can see, don't know how clear it's going to come through the camera, but this picture is just vibrant. And to me, it looks like it was taken with a dedicated photo camera. Nothing that doesn't look like anything that came from a phone to me. Just awesome, amazing picture there. And there's a picture of that, so you guys can get a representation of what that looks like. So if you want to do pictures and things with your phone, nothing is lacking in this phone. You are going to be totally satisfied, no disappointments at all, and as far as the camera goes. Now for videos, I also plan on using this phone when I'm out and about for a quick video fix in case I see something that I want to throw up on YouTube, or there's something I want to video. It could be anything. I could be out at a gun store, see a certain gun, and I want to video it. I can video it with this and throw it up on YouTube. I can't tell you as to the quality of the video, but no doubt with the resolution of these pictures, I'm sure that the videos off this phone will be very good as well. As with anything else, this is not going to make a replacement for a dedicated video camera. They just don't. But in a pinch, this can work very well and get you all the footage that you need when you're out and about. I'm trying to see if there's anything that I missed, guys, because I really don't want to miss anything. Oh, how fast all the responses are. I know a couple of younger guys that are related to me that were looking at this phone. They have the iPhone 4s, and they were commenting on, you know, how fast that everything is with this phone. It's much faster than the other models from before. Just the way everything moves around. Let me see. Let me go back here. Let me see what this is. This is called Shotgun. I thought that's how it worked. There we go. I forget how to make this thing fire, but you get the idea. You get the idea there. I forget how to use that. That app is actually from my old iPhone. I had the iPhone 1 some years ago, and when I synced this thing up to my Apple account, that came back on the phone. So, and there it is, guys. I think this thing is going to do me pretty well. Get you a close up there. See if you can see the screen resolution any better. I'm telling you what, it doesn't get any better than this for screen resolution. And no, I did not spill water on my phone. That's the actual graphic of the background of the phone. Looks very realistic. Okay, now I can't go before a couple other important things I almost missed to tell you. One, guys, any of you looking for a headset, a Bluetooth headset for your phone, I'm going to tell you what, I did a lot of research online. I always do. And for $34, I believe $34.99, I got this. This is the HX550, the Bluetooth headset. Now this thing is awesome. I've never owned one of these in my life, and I got this and I could not be happier. Here's how you turn it on. You flip that down, you'll see your little blue light comes on right there. You hook this over the ear. The speaker on this thing sounds better than any cell phone speaker I've ever held to my ear. And the reason for that is probably because that this speaker is bigger than what's on a cell phone. But I'm telling you, this Bluetooth headset sounds better than the cell phone itself. Is this even in focus? Sorry guys. There we go. Now, here's what you push to make a call and to end a call right here. And the little levers here are volume up and down, and there's some other features that does. What's really cool is, like, you get in your car and you have the phone in your pocket, or if you're a female and you have your phone in your purse, with this hooked on your ear, all you do is press this button one time right here, click, and it'll make two beeps, and you say call and the name that you put in the phone, and it'll say calling, and it'll repeat that name back to you, and it'll dial that person and call that person without you ever even holding your phone or even having it in sight. This is very safe for driving on the road. I've been using this a few times on the road, and I can't believe I've never got one of these before and that I lived without this thing. This is like a must-have if you're going to be traveling and talking on the phone. Really convenient, and I really like how it works, especially with, you know, I always hate having to lean to the side and get my phone out of my pocket. This alleviates that. Just leave your phone right where it's at. You know, and you can even have this off. You can even have this off like this and decide you want to make a phone call, pick it up, pull it down to turn it on, hook it over your ear, and speak into it. And it's going to ask you, or it's going to beep twice, you speak into it, and then it's going to say calling and the name you said, and it rings them right up, and you sit there and talk, and then when the call ends, you just push that button once and you ended the call. So guys, I'm telling you, if you want something that's convenient and easy to use if you're going to be on the road, get one of these. It'll be well worth your time and money. Don't remember where I got it from, but it was $34.99 brand new. Another very important thing I always get with my phones, because you don't want to be stranded somewhere, broke down, and chances are, if that ever happens, your phone could be dead or almost dead, and you're trying to call people. So I got this. This is a car charging system for this iPhone 5. As you can see, the smaller piece right here, this is what goes into the iPhone, unlike the wide one that used to come with it. And this is, of course, your standard USB. So you can charge this from your computer, your PlayStation, anything with a USB. And if you're out in the car, you plug this into the cigarette lighter right here. Plug that into the cigarette lighter. I've got like 4 or 5 ports, I think, in my Yukon. At least 4 cigarette lighter ports in my Yukon. Plug it into one of those. You put the USB into the back of this. Put this into the phone, and you can talk for hours, however long you need. You're broke down, whatever, no problem. And it's very safe to do that. It also comes with this, which I'll never use. And this is so you put the USB in here and you can plug this into a wall. So you never know, you might need it, but I won't. But yeah, there you go, guys. The new iPhone 5. I'm impressed. It's very fast. Let me get online for you. The speed online, no problem at all. And I'm not even using the LTE right now because I'm not in an area where I can use LTE. Let me go to the YouTube app. Let me show you that for a little bit. Okay, we're going to go onto YouTube. There it is. It's bringing up YouTube. See, pretty quick for a phone, huh? This guy is awesome, guys. Check him out. Brusspup, Brusspup. This guy does awesome scientific type videos. Okay, I can't play this stuff because that's copyrighted. I forgot, so I will get tagged. So hopefully that few seconds doesn't do anything. But watch that guy's videos and subscribe to him. Brusspup. He's got millions upon millions of views, and it's well worth it. The guy is just awesome in the stuff he does. Never seen anything like some of the little scientific things he sets up in the house. So there it is, guys. The iPhone 5. I would have to say that I do recommend it. And I had a person tell me Everything you review, you always highly recommend it. Well, let me tell you, that's just not true. Go back through my videos, and there are certain things that I bring out and I do nothing but complain about, but you got to understand one thing with me. If I'm going to buy something, anything, from this to this, I get online and I do research until my eyes are straining. I watch YouTube videos, I read reviews. Anything I can do in the way of research on an item that I'm going to purchase, if it's a substantial amount of money, I do it. Therefore, how likely is it that I'm going to get a product that I do not like after I've done so much work and watching reviews and reading reviews, and I know it inside and out before it even arrives? So come on, guys, give me a break. I'm not just saying that the things I get are good because I spent money on them. I did a ton of research, and if there's anything bad, I'll be the first one to tell you. But if you're looking to get into something really cool and that takes awesome, stunning pictures, and I would imagine as well as video, go with the iPhone 5, guys. By the way, for some of you guys, if you wanted to know, a friend of mine has a Samsung Galaxy S3, and we were taking pictures somewhere, and all of a sudden he looks at me and he says, "How did you get your camera to do that?" And I said, "What?" He's taking pictures with his Samsung Galaxy 3, and there's chandeliers hanging. And I took a picture of the chandeliers. Well, when he put his camera to the chandeliers, he had nothing but purple streaks going all the way across the screen everywhere. And when you would hold my iPhone up with the camera on, it was crystal clear. I took pictures of the chandelier, and here, let me show you. I'll show you the picture. I'll prove it. Pictures of the chandelier that I took, if it's still on here, that he could not take. I don't believe I deleted it. Okay, right here. He took a picture of that with a Samsung Galaxy 3, and it totally purple everywhere. Purple streaks coming down as far as you could see, as far as the eye could see. So there it is. No problem. That's a very bright chandelier too. So that's my take on it, guys. I'm very well pleased with this iPhone. If anybody wants this, I don't know what you can do with it. If you want this Samsung Infuse, I had it in a case its whole life that I've used it. And let me wipe it off here. And I'll show you. It is in very good condition. Samsung Infuse. The OtterBox case, I just thought of this. If anybody wants it, let me know. I'll make you a sweet deal. Okay? So, there you go, guys. Till next time. This is H4T, iPhone 5, Motorola HX550. Until next time, I am out.